Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I love coming to the Penn State Harrisburg campus. So I sat on this board for many years, and when this building was constructed, I remember coming in and looking out over. I couldn't walk down in here, but it has truly turned into something we all have put a lot of time and effort in, and the vision is here, and I can't wait to see the new building. So I'll put a plug in for that. And I know we'll want some state support on that, and Senator Regan, I'm sure you'll be glad to help out with that, as I will too. Yeah, it's great to see you, Senator. You know, when I was asked to come, when they wrote to me and they asked, hey, can you come and speak at this, I said, absolutely, I'd love to do this. I think hearing what you've heard, every one of us have been touched by this epidemic. I see friends and others that have met with me recently in the past and throughout the many years that I've been the state rep in this area, trying to come up with a way to figure out how we can beat this epidemic. And I don't think there's one person that will ever come up with that. I wish there was, but there's not going to be. But working together, we can beat this epidemic. And this, the Douglas W. Pollock Addiction Outreach and Research Center, will be the start of this. We were just at the CVS about 2 weeks ago, myself and the commissioners, George Hartwick, Jeff Hayes, and Mike Priest, and they put in a drug drop box. But seeing that public-private partnerships working together, getting this done, and making sure that we're all marching in the same direction to beat this epidemic is so, so important. We're losing about 14 Pennsylvanians a day to heroin overdoses. This is something that cannot continue. We must continue to do and research and do outreach and make sure that we're doing all the right things. We will never, ever legislate ourselves out of this problem. This is not a legislative problem. This is a problem that we all have to work together and get done. But this is not only a problem here in Pennsylvania, this is across the world. This is something that's happening to our veterans. This is something that we need to look at. Senator Regan is Veterans Affairs Committee in the Senate. He's been working hard and helping our veterans, but we have a problem with our veterans coming back with addiction problems. Not only addiction problems with heroin, but addiction with alcohol and other issues from PTSD, and those, they need help. They need help. They need to be recognized, and we need to help them. About 6 months ago, I lost my cousin to this horrible epidemic, and there's nothing worse than going in front of that coffin and looking down and seeing somebody your age that has passed away, that was clean for 5 years and doing well, and decided he couldn't handle the pressures anymore and went back to what he shouldn't have done, and then we have to view him, and no one should have to do that. And I know it's happened to many of us in this room. So, it's hit me just recently closer than it ever has before. And I can tell you that we want to stop this. We want to work together, Pastor Pete and others. We have to get this under control. But this today is about Douglas's vision, something that he passed from, but led a legacy to fix. And that in its way is something very, very special. And dealing and teaming with Penn State is such a great way to do that. I am looking forward to work with you 100% on this mission, not only recognizing this great outreach and research facility and center, but also working hand in hand with any other way, legislation, or ways that we can do to help combat this addiction problem. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with the Chancellor. I do have a certificate to recognize the opening of this Research and Outreach Center for Douglas W. Pollock, and thank you so much for having me today. Thank you.